All right, hi, and welcome to my final match of the round robin portion of this Intrigue mixed tournament playing Burning Skull. Um, I think I have to win 1.5 to advance to the elimination bracket, so we shall see if that happens or not. Single T is already guaranteed to be in. Um, Burning Skull has to win 3 games, I think, if I did my math right, to make it in. So, let's see what this board has. Pretty much most everything you want, a little low on draw, but you can pretty much handle it by crowning stewards or just having plenty of archives, having sufficient archive. And of course, well, my mic is flipping out. And of course, having crossroads later on. He opens with star chart. I don't really know. I don't have any star chart experience to speak of, so I don't know if that's like key. Maybe it's super key to open it. I just don't know how that card-shaped object works. But maybe someone can tell me after the match. Because my inclination is just to do Potion Steward, to be honest. So I'm just gonna go with that. Maybe it's super wrong to do it like that. I mean, I can see just trashing faster with this star chart. That doesn't seem unreasonable to me either. So. Obviously, if your steward doesn't miss the shuffle, then you're not really in. Star chart doesn't accelerate you in that sense. It prevents things from missing the shuffle, so of course that can be quite nice. I will gain an archive. And trash, of course. You can, I mean, you don't really need to do this, but you can do, well, I'm not even going to mention it. It's not, it's not actually any good. You will want replaces and crowns, of course, at some point with your universities. So, and because of the trashing, it's not like it's essential that you gain, 30 archives. You want some, but you don't have to have a million. I think I'm willing still to get one more, though it's not necessarily it's not the biggest deal. I could see getting some other 5 over a second archive potentially. I don't know. So we will have 2 archives. We're pretty even on the universities. I mean, I've had good shuffles, so I of course can't complain of that. This is pretty sad, though. This is going to happen with archives in general. So if I'm not taking the pawn, clearly. I can take the crown, I can draw on and then trash, or I guess I can just trash and take coins. That's okay-ish. The other option, of course, is to get the university and then gain something, and then probably draw on and not trash. I'm gonna try this one. The next turn may be a little bit cruddy, but that's life. I probably will add. I will probably university for a steward. And then steward before I play the archive. We'll get replaces here pretty soon because well, I was gonna say the copper to estate play is all right, and it is okay because you can get crossroads. Anyway, we're both clean, and he of course is just maybe a little bit ahead because he's first player. This is not actually totally clear to me which of these two I want here, but I'm going to do it this way. So of course I can pass on the trashing. And buy another crown probably is the card. It's sort of the question of whether I think I'm going to be doing this replace into estate thing or not, because otherwise it's not really, I don't know. Obviously I'm not going to have any problem gaining 5s in the future. If it were 6, I might do it because it could be nice to just have an artisan. But, this game is going to end pretty quickly here. It's actually not the easiest thing in the world to score points. It's super easy to gain actions. But probably we can get a replace, and I don't think it's essential that I have another university. I guess he has 4 to my 3, which is, of course, does give him increased pile control, but like gaining crowns, pretty much the same thing. So I just have to think. There's another steward in here. So I'll be able to draw pretty good here. It would be nice to not, well, he's not going to have a through pile just yet, though we'll be pretty close. I would like to get as many crowns as I can this turn for sure. but there are other things that would be good to get as well. So like I can double crown here and start drawing things. I have to think now. Does he just have estates left still? Is that what he... Okay. I mean, I for sure can empty the crowns and get a replace and maybe have enough money to buy a steward. For sure a pawn or a university. It's not essential that I draw the other crown right now because I don't need a crown. That doesn't matter. I have plenty of actions. Crown replace is okay. It would really be good to get a steward though. For sure. And I don't know that that's in the cards. Well, it depends on the order I draw things, I guess. Potentially. I mean, I can leave one crown, right? That's not the biggest deals if I do that. Okay. So... Alright. Not gonna get the... Well, we could. This wasn't ideal, maybe. Well, it's pretty okay. So what does he have gains? He's got 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 crowns potentially for more. I can buy a tunnel. Let's see what he does. The tunnel is probably super stupid. I was feeling like 9 gains would have been pretty tough for him, I think. So that was probably playing a little scared. There's no way he would have that much money. Oh well. So we'll see what kind of stuff a university's for, but was that was probably a pretty clear case of playing too scared. Not to mention that he's got to have like some good stuff set aside, or he just played those his turn. Never mind. But anyway, um, he gets another university, which is interesting. Um, to me, anyway, it's interesting. So I could certainly archive some or do some crowns for some archives. Gonna want to try to buy a province here. Probably try to get a crossroads. Probably try to replace copper to a state. Those all seem like, worthwhile goals. So we're kind of, oh, it's Triple Crown. Well, that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense that that would happen to me. So we're looking pretty good for the next turn. This was always a risk, but that's okay. We can live with it. I would still in general prefer not to lower the pile so much that I lose right away. Though hopefully, again, that's not really practical for him to gain 9 things. So this archive's coming off the mat, so I'm okay with 1. I have lots of crowns. That's for sure. That's all his crown plays, I think. I think I have 7 of them. If he does get a... Well, that seems really unlikely that he would gain another university here. That seems incredibly unlikely. I think he probably has too many universities at this point. Though, you know, if he gain... I mean, he can gain archive. I mean, his issue now, of course, is that if he lures piles, then there's a risk of me finishing. Did I get a sacrifice? No, not a sacrifice. What did I even get? 2 crossroads and a university? Or a steward? Yeah. Well, if I can get to the green cards, then the crossroads will be pretty stinking nice. And the smithy effect would be pretty significant here. And even moat is fine, really. So cantripping is also fine. what would be really bad is seeing 0 of the green cards, I guess. Well, I mean, cantripping isn't great because then whatever. Anyway, I'm basically just saying drawing more cards is better than drawing fewer cards. This is the insight I bring to the table. He's getting lots of sacrifices. He's getting a lot of sacrifices, actually. Are all the coppers gone? No, he still has coppers too. Okay. I'm pretty okay with getting a curse. I mean, I don't want it obviously, but it's okay fodder for my own replaces. If that's what he goes for, which doesn't surprise me particularly. Okay. So if I crown all of my universities, that's 6. And then I would only need a couple stewards and potentially some points. I guess I need points. This is hard. It's my only bind deck. Though potentially, what are there, 3 stewards left? I mean, I feel like I should be able to finish this turn. The other possibility is replacing things for potions and getting the last of the universities as well. So that's maybe too much work. And then the other thing is just to try and empty the estates via some combination of replace and pawn buys, along with the stewards, of course. That seems at least possible to me. Would probably involve gaining some pawns. So I think I'm probably going to end up gaining some pawns, so I think I can go with the crown. Though, yeah, I don't know. I really only need to gain 1 potion, don't I, to do the university thing. That may end up being the easier thing to do, to be honest. I could see that ending up being easier, but okay. I don't know at what point the archive needs to come out. I think there's quite some crowns left in here. I would rather, well, that's just kind of hard. So I'd almost rather replace the archive if I'm going to go for that. Okay, here's another crown, so that's good. What am I sitting at as far as how many cards did I gain? Two universities. So this, I don't want to crown a crossroads at this point. That's overdraw. Oh no, there's a curse in there too, isn't there? So it is one card overdraw. So I could gain one thing. That's not gonna help the. One, two, three, four, five, six. There's only one more crown. So if I want to do the potion thing, that's looking tough. Tougher. Replacing archive into duchy is not quite a big enough point swing, unless I want to take the tie, unless I'm happy enough with the tie. Of course I can. That would give me 1, 2, 3, 4. Could have 3 pawns left. That's $6. I need $8. I need to get the estate as well. I'm certain there's a win from this position. That's not, I mean, there's no way there's not a win from this position. That's not in doubt in my mind. Whether or not I can get it, or whether or not I'll do it correctly, is another question for me. So basically, I may have already botched it, to be honest. What do I have left? I have a couple stewards, or more than a couple. There's a curse in there, isn't there? Definitely. definitely replace curse to estate, and if I double the archive up, shoot, this is so confusing to me. It shouldn't even be confusing. It should just be like pretty easy, I think. Let's go ahead and draw. I think that's a thing to do. So I can just calculate this garbage. I mean, I could always province here. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough gains. I don't think. I can get a potion, and then can I get 3 buys and enough money? I would need the $8. Maybe I can do it. No, I'm gonna be like $1 short for that one. If I replace archive to potion, then yeah, that won't work. I can't get 4 buys at this point. I can get 3 buys. Well, I can get 4 buys, but that takes away replace gain, essentially. I don't think there's something with sacrifice. Oh, this is so bad. I can score a bunch of points. Like, I can do that. Unfortunately, he's just going to have an easy pawn pile out. Is there still a tie for me? There may still be a tie for me. There's probably like a real easy one that I just can't see. If I crown for double pawn, then I go. That does give me more buys. Does it give me $8 though? I gotta go card buy. If I crown the university. There may be still one. Crown the university for pawns, 2 pawns. Card buy. Card buy, coin buy. No, that's not going to work either. Shoot. And I can't even get... I wish University could give me a copper. I'm just afraid this is gonna not work. That this was just gonna be a... Oh, I didn't need it because I could crown if I was gonna... Well, now I managed to confuse myself, but whatever. I'm gonna do this. This is gonna end. This is gonna almost surely give him just a win. But maybe he won't have enough stuff to make it happen. Also, I can really dud quite easily now. There was a tie, I'm pretty sure, but whatever. I don't know what he's got. Maybe it's still hard for him to win, but the sacrifices are fine. I'm fine with those. Hopefully the point gap is large enough here. It may not be, but... I guess that's all his crowns. Maybe I'm okay. I don't know. He doesn't have like crossroads or anything. I probably will take the pawn off my... Yeah, he's having to churn through his deck. I mean, all the sacrifice to do is villages, but he doesn't need actions, so it's not net draw. It's just a village effect, but he doesn't... That's not useful, or not particularly useful. I mean, like, you know, it's just... having some is fine, I think, but... I think this is still not in reach for him, but I'm not real sure. He still have 4 coppers in his deck. Maybe he can get it. Does he have enough replace? Only has 3 replaces. But if he has a buy, maybe. I don't know who has if he has a pawn left or not, or if I have all those. I don't even know if that's enough points either. I just don't know he has actions left. 3 of these are replaces. He doesn't have anything set aside. Okay. He should at least wait to see if I kick off, but... But, you know, maybe he was maybe guaranteed to have a dud the next turn as well. I think I played that super scared when I didn't necessarily need to. Is this even possible? Oh, I forgot to clear selection. Okay, never mind. So now I'm first. I think I played super scared unnecessarily, but whatever. It's better to... Well, it can lose you games also playing scared, but anyway. Sometimes it's okay to be a little bit scared. There's not a tax to do something with like Squire and donate, but I don't know. That's not all that great anyway. There's certainly plenty of actions to do stuff with Corey, and there's buy, plenty of buy. So I'm certain that that's worthwhile. I think I'm going to open Corey Squire and then donate. Maybe it's better to donate sooner. I don't really know. But I think Corey Squire looks okay to me. And you get to lamp pretty fast as well. The nice thing would have been for them to collide, because then you would have been able to get either a free Squire or some other thing while you donated, like a conspirator or something. Anyway, what is lamp? Is lamp 5 or 6? 6. I think I want to go ahead and donate. I think I want to lose all. You can do all but 1 copper, of course. That seems reasonable. Reasonable-ish, anyway. His draw is a little better. He gets to pay 1 more debt if he does the same thing. I don't know if it might let him buy something on the next. It might let him activate the lamp a turn sooner than me if he can buy one of these cantrips on his turn. I guess he can't. The only thing he could buy is a Squire. He could keep 2 coppers. If he kept 2 coppers, then on the following turn he could buy a whatever it's called, a wishing well or secret cave. That wouldn't have worked for me regardless, so we'll see what he keeps. But he does have that option that I don't have. And he'll be able to get another Squire if he wants it. If he does the same trashing as me, he can get a second Squire. I don't know how great that is. It's fine. It's probably good. It's probably better than nothing. This is going to be a real fun board, actually. I think. He does the same trash as me, so. So, I don't know if that even makes a difference. I think I can still afford a tragic hero on my turn, and probably some other thing. We'll see. It may make a difference as far as what he can buy on the next turn. That debt. but I'm not sure exactly how much of a difference it'll make. So I'm going to have $4 and two, well, I can have up to 3 buys. So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to use the buys. So, it is 6, right? Elite 6. Yeah. Oh, the silver is $2. Yeah. Whoops. Okay, so this could be like the safest thing is like a minstrel, conspirator, some other thing. It can be a squire. I mean, diplomat conspirator has some risks of whiffing. Artificer conspirator squire is okay. Pretty okay anyway. Maybe minstrel diplomat something gives you the best. I'm gonna go with minstrel conspirator wishing well. This is like a real high chance of activating lamp. All right, yeah, he did have the option to get a squire last turn, and he took it, which I think is totally fine. I missed that. I have been real bad about paying attention to anything. Can I name it? Can I name it by clicking on it here? No. That didn't even really matter either. So I think I don't want another silver, so we'll take the buys and then we'll get that stuff. This is gonna be fairly explosive as far as this all goes, so I would say but I don't know what to buy. I would like to get squires on my next turn, but did he get... Oh, he got a gear. Okay. I was like, did he get another... I don't really like gear that much here, actually. I mean, it's okay. It's fine. It's whatever. Everything is fine. So, like, Secret Cave doesn't do much for you, but everything is fine. I would like another quarry. This turn. Another squire. I don't know if I like the sinister plot or not that much. I'm sure it's fine. It's my go-to word. I expect to be able to really build big over the next 2 or 3 turns. Very, very, very big. And I expect Sinister's plot is not really, not necessarily accomplishing that for you. Well, I don't care. So we're gonna want a tragic hero this turn. For sure. One of the wishes is gonna be a quarry. What is my other card? It is the Squire. One of these may want to be a minstrel. It could also just be like a gear. I'm trying to think. If I discard 4 in here for minstrel, can I draw everything back with tragic hero? I'll draw 2 cards. One will be the minstrel, one will be one of these other things. There's 2 cards in copper, so I would be putting 6 cards in, and so I would be short a card if I do that. So I may not want that. Maybe I'll just hold off on this one. This may be me missing something, but well, I can really go hog wild if I guess I could have got another Squire. I probably could have got another Squire. I can wish for a Squire right now, or I can wish for a tragic hero. Can I use all the... well, the 4s are free, so yes, I can use all the buys. So I think I'll go with the Squire. It feels a little not... it feels like I probably didn't play that turn as good as I could have, but it's okay. So basically we want minstrels and tragic heroes. Maybe a province. It's just me being really safe. Oh, and also me hoping that I can end it on my next turn. It should be doable. If he doesn't end it here anyway, it should be doable. He didn't get the artificers, I don't think, so. He didn't get as many artificers, so. Let's see how many squires he leaves. How many of whatever things he leaves, really. But I should be able to get up to 11 or so gains. 10 or so gains maybe is the way to put it. Well, 11's probably accurate enough. He has to lower piles just because otherwise I'll just run away with building or having way better building than him. So he's gonna have to take lower some of the piles I like here. I mean, I would expect him to anyway. I mean, conspirators are nice, of course. I could still dud here. It's not super likely, but it's still possible. So he didn't really make piles much easier for me. I don't know if I have 13 gains in me. That seems maybe a little bit out of range. But I can also just like double province, probably. I guess I have to ask myself whether I want to. Well, it would be good if I could calculate whether or not I'm going to be able to pile or not. I don't. How many minstrels did I get last time? 3 minstrels. So that puts me at 4. I can play 5 terminals. Potentially more, 6 with the diplomat, 6 terminals. So if I play 3 tragic heroes for buy, 3 squires for buy, 6, 9, 10. That's just 10, and then the 2 artificer gains is 12. So I would have to not play one of the tragic heroes for buy, I think, if I can if I know the count right. 13 would give me, yeah, that wouldn't give me quite the amount I need right away. Probably not. Though, if I could get 4 squires for buy, that would certainly do it. I'm not quite certain I have the actions for that kind of action, so to speak. I would like a gold now. I'm certainly willing to think about trying it, though. The diplomat, getting the diplomat to activate is also going to be a bit of a bear at this point. I have 3 squires right now. Yeah. Give me 5. I mean, it's like technically possible. I mean, if I gain, the hard thing is kind of trying to manage the draw. Like if I gain a minstrel, then I might be able to activate the diplomat. But kind of hard to guarantee that. I don't think he can triple province. I think I'm gonna just go on, even though it may be possible. It feels like, well, okay. So like if I discard 3 to get a minstrel on top, or discard 4 to get a minstrel on top, or squire. Yeah, it's a little different now because I know that the quarries are the ones on top, or at least some of them are. Let me check this line just to make sure I'm not missing a win. So Artificer for squire, that's still, the hand's still way too big, so I would have to draw again an Artificer for another squire. That's going to be potentially tricky depending on what I draw. If it's a gold, I can do it. If it's not, then it's if the top deck's a gold, then card's a gold, then I have a way to do it. If not, otherwise it's a little bit more confusing. But anyway, that would give me 2 squires. And then the minstrel could activate, I think, if I played one of the squires for buys. If I play 4 squires for buys, that'll give me 11 buys. 11 buy, 12 buys. So I would be gaining 2 more squires, which would total me to 5, and I would need to play 1 for actions, some for buys, and then a diplomat for actions. I guess that would work if this top card isn't a quarry, and maybe still even. because I don't necessarily need all the buys. I would have to do 13 gains. I need 11 buys. Yeah. So I do need all. Oh, no. I don't need all of them. In fact, I don't need the Tragic Hero buy. I need the Tragic Hero to draw another quarry. Well, I may have enough money without another quarry. I guess that's another thing, too. Well, no, that's going to be way too many. The Squires will be free, but the Mitchells will be too expensive. They'll be like $18, so that's not going to work. I don't even know if playing the... Well, I would play the Squires out of hand, so that would be okay. Let me think. So if I discard Province Copper here, and I play all the Squires out, that would leave me with Quarry Silver, Artificer, and Tragic Hero, which is too many cards. And if I play the Artificer, then I don't have the guaranteed line anymore. Yeah. I'm just not seeing a guaranteed line, though maybe there is one. If I hadn't drawn a quarry, if I had drawn a gold, then it would have worked, but so there may not be a top deck I want to do. Gear would be okay to get. Probably. There's no... Can I be guaranteed to just redraw a quarry if I discard it? Or will I be guaranteed? I mean, the last cards are gold, quarry, right? Is that enough money then? 7, 10, 14. How much did I say I would need? Like $18? I'd be up to 3. I would be drawing some of it back. 5, 8. I'd be pretty close to the money anyway. Even if I don't find the quarry, right? Maybe this line works. You know what, if it doesn't work, then I'll just buy some provinces and I'll buy stuff. I just want to try it. And I don't feel like doing all the math, so... Oh no. 18. I don't have the buys. It didn't work. Curses. Alright. And I left myself with copper quarry, some other thing on top. No. I guess I could have donated. No. Whatever. I wonder if I should take squires. Does that help him or me? How many squires does he have? No. I guess I could have lowered the piles as much as possible. Wow. I could have also just double provinced and waited. Well, I had blown up my tragic heroes. Well, that's the last time I do a play without counting everything up. That didn't work out at all. Presumably he'll be able to finish things off over the course of 2 turns. Maybe even 1 turn. Oh, he just resigned. Did he dud? Holy cow. Okay. That was... I can't say I deserve that win, to be honest. I can start playing real fast now, though. I won't play super slow anymore. Because I was playing pretty freaking slow. He did have a lot of conspirators. He didn't have villages. So it's not that weird that he dudded, though I was still not at all guaranteed to win the game. I could have dudded 2 hands in a row because of the garbage I'd put into my deck, for sure. Alright, I will play super fast. Okay, he has a Jester. I'm going to open Necromancer. Necromancer, I guess, Wishing Well. Okay, so I got another copper thing here. I'm going to buy a Conspirator. Alright, he triggered the shuffle, so I'll just do it anyway. I'll play a Stonemason here. And buy another Wishing Well. You would like to have quite a few heralds here. Mason, trash, okay, that's cool. I get to change one of my... Sorry, somebody left a comment on my last YouTube video that me moving my microphone is a terrible sound, and I forgot. I hadn't moved it yet, I don't think, but then I blew it in this moment. And that's my apologies. Oh yeah, there's wishing wells in the trash now. Oh, I didn't want to trash my herald particularly. I wish I had an artisan. Oh well. Now I can buy an artisan. These decks are not going to be any good. It's just the facts. Not without trashing. You could try and just do a horde thing. Patrol horde would probably be okay. I don't know though. That's going to be tough. Like uncontested heralds is going to be pretty good, so that deck is going to maybe not work. I would say. That's my wishing well, dude. So I mean, I like his chances better than mine at this point. Though if he resigns again, then I like my chances. I really blew the hand of that last one. Oh, it was so bad. Because I could have just done my reasonable plan of buying 2 provinces and buying some 4s. That would have been just completely safe. To be up 3 provinces and have all the minstrels would just be, the deck would win. You know, having the minstrels and the tragic heroes, like, I would have been totally fine. I could have set aside some stuff with gear. Like I could have made myself just totally safe. But anyway, that is not what I chose to do. Like yeah, three province. He wasn't gonna triple province in empty piles. That was not in the cards. He would have had close to that money, but I don't think the buys. I could have done my buys such that I would add in consistency, but not risking a pile out necessarily. Certainly a gear gain to set aside some squires or something would have made the start of my next turn pretty stinking safe. Well, I don't know how seeding works in the. Oh, okay, so there is I am playing for a potential buy here. Oh, I got so confused. Where's my artisan? I wonder if it's like. I wonder if it's worth it to green to just buy a province. Like, what is the. Is it worth it to fight over the heralds? It's not clear to me that it is. Is my last card a copper? It's not. It's not a copper. Alright. So, we have these decks now. They're not really very good. My heralds have been hitting. I've been quite fortunate in that regard. I need to buy a patrol probably if I get an artisan. Did I have action? No, not for the last turn. Yeah. I probably need to get a patrol. Should be pretty good. Though potentially just another jester is maybe reasonable too. Every copper you give them is pretty nice. Every curse is really nice. You're not going to gain much off it now, but he goes with the jester. I think it's probably wiser to just try for the jester versus wow, I'm getting quite lucky. I think it's probably better to play for the jester than to try and do the action chain. I don't know exactly what the split came down to here. I mean, I'm gonna get one this turn just because it like totally works for this turn. But so I can wish copper and then play the herald. So that's pretty cool. Is there anything really nice in here? Well, yeah, I mean, there are some pretty nice things. I have more coppers. I don't know what my most likely dud thing at this point is. I don't know exactly how many coppers I got. I could try a mason here. Because I may hit a curse or a... I probably have most of my coppers in hand, but I may hit the curse. There's a curse in a state, and then I don't know what else. This is probably a pretty duddy hand that I'm about to draw. I don't know which of these action cards was actually in there. Maybe both of them. I know the estate and the curse were in there, but definitely Necromancer Zombie Apprentice is going to be pretty good going forward. The patrols would be awesome if we had actual villages here. They're still pretty good though. Hopefully he doesn't have wishing wells in hand. Or heralds. So he's having a good turn too. These are pretty random. Well, no, the jester's not random. This is a pretty random wish to hit. I don't even know if it's a good wish, but it hit, so. The herald, of course, was known. I mean, the jester was known. This is a really nice turn for him. I would probably, if I was artisaning again and if I didn't want to get a patrol, I would probably add another necromancer myself. Conspirator, of course, is also not crazy. Yeah, if you can hit like one village effect before you play a patrol, then that kind of chains to hitting more of them and so on and so forth. So definitely can work out. may get to a pile out, potentially, before we manage to get all the provinces. Depending on what the jesters start hitting. It's not impossible anyway. Yeah, I mean, obviously, okay, that's fine. Because I'm not sure a third gesture is, I mean, it's good for him, but it's not great, so that's all okay. Yeah. The bad part, of course, is that my herald would have hit something. I mean, do I try and rescue this turn? Like, this does nothing. This is going to be like so swingy, your turns. Like, it's like potential to draw your deck versus just nothing. You might get a conspirator. I think that would be reasonable. Necro is also quite good. Okay, I didn't get a village effect, so... See, that's pretty sad. I didn't actually consider that kind of aspect. Like, that makes you want to favor playing at least one Wishing Well before you play your first Herald. Because, well, just because of the thing that just happened. So, okay, I can't make the Wishing Well hit, unfortunately. How many? I can top deck a Necromancer. Is pretty reasonable and gain like a... Like I have a Jester on top, right? I already have Province in hand, so... I could gain a Jester, top deck a Necromancer, buy a Province. That's a pretty okay turn. You might get a Conspirator. I don't know what his hand looks like, so... If he has another action, he may just get a Necromancer. You can also consider taking duchies now. The decks are about to just become complete garbage. Well, they were always garbage, but more garbage. So he takes a patrol. I do wish I had more conspirators, actually. But it's sort of hard to keep track of what they ought to be doing with their necromancers without knowing what is left, and you can't tell from that, so to evaluate whether they're choosing good things or not is a little hard. See how far he gets into the shuffle. He may have left himself with maybe not so great a shuffle. I'm not sure. is probably fine as long as he can draw through a little bit more. We may end up with a 3 pile on Wells, Duchies, and Heralds. That wouldn't surprise me. Well, he's got a lot of Chesters on top of his deck. I guess for his sake, hope he has a Wishing Well. Get rid of some of that. I think he has a Necromancer left, so. Or something. Feels like he ought to be, that he has enough cantrips left to draw through. He has a Conspirator, doesn't he? Yeah. So we each have a Conspirator. So he's still got Well and Conspirator left. And Wishing Well. He just had plenty. Okay. I'm gonna Zombie Apprentice this guy, I think. That was very bad. I don't even want the patrol that much. Yeah, I mean, I took more Jester Junk, of course, because he got to open with it, and it's sort of telling now. I was getting lucky in the beginning to my Herald hits, but at this point, he's got more better action density than me. He's just gonna fly through the rest of the deck, I expect, pretty okay. I don't know what I exactly said there, but I did it again. I should have played Necromancer as Herald to do that. Oh wait, I didn't do it again. Never mind. I'm just an idiot. Well, okay. Guess a card. It reveals Patrol. So I'm gonna have to take Duchy with my Artisan this time. For sure. I guess this is a reasonable zombie spy spot. The patrols have not been hitting to save their lives. Okay. So I'm going to top deck a Necromancer. That seems like the play. Not that it worked out, but it still seemed like the play. I guess one trick you can potentially do if you have a really good draw is Artisan Province on top of your deck and then Stone Zombie Mason it. I always say Stone Mason. Zombie Mason it for a nil, which just based on his initial hand draw here, he may be able to do that. Assuming he draws, which it looks like he's gonna get a little bit in here. Whether he gets all the way or not, I don't know. He's definitely gonna be able to buy a province. I'm guessing just, well, surely just by the size of his hand. I haven't given him enough junk that could possibly be false at this point. So whether he can do the thing I mentioned is sort of limited by herald hits and stuff. But it's looking good for that being possibility for him. Probably just a question of whether he has an artisan and a mason and a province in hand. Artisan, a necro, and a province in hand. Which without seeing his hand is sort of hard to guess. Well, now we know at least he has the province. So probably that's finish is available to him if he wants to take it. Well, I don't know. There's 12 cards left in his deck. I don't know if he has the artisan or not. I'm sure he has the money because the artisan could be a silver if he wants it to. And he already has $4. I'm sure he has 6, 7 some number of coppers in hand for sure. I have a hard time believing he's. Well, yeah. I mean, it could be missing, but. I guess one bad thing that could happen is if he hits his necros with heralds, like that. Then maybe he wouldn't have the option of it. The timing could happen incorrectly. We'll just have to see. This is a pretty neat board, though. You kind of wish there was like maybe some weak trashing. I guess Zombie Mason qualifies for that. I think that's all his necromancer, so he's not doing the. He's not doing the finish as such. But he could most likely province duchy, top decking something useful. I think I have 3 necromancers. I think the play for me actually here is just a jester and buy a duchy. I don't think I have, well, unless I knew for a fact that my bottom card was a patrol, then it might be worth it to do the other thing. I mean, if I know for a fact my bottom 2 cards, one of them is, I mean, I don't know, if I was deck tracking really, really, really well, I could try it. I do have another patrol, but I don't know when I gained it. Yeah, here I gained it. Shuffles their deck. Yeah, I mean, I think it is in the bottom 2 here. So there's a chance that I could just do it, draw the cards, whatever. No, it wasn't the bottom one. Oh, that's so bad. That's funny. Let's see, he probably can zombie apprentice something. Oh man, that would have been hilarious if I had hit. Oh, that's too bad. 50-50. Should have gestured him. This is so funny. Surely he just has $8, right? No, he doesn't. Okay. I don't know which of these firings is actually the most likely to lead to me going off. Because I need gestures, potentially points. I need, I need. Oh, I'm second. Yeah, so I need 9 points. Yeah, I mean he's probably apprenticing the jester. No. Oh wait, yes, that's pretty good. All right, let's play a patrol. That's not the best thing ever. It's pretty good, but it's not. Come on, come on. Yes. Oh no. I'm getting sort of close. Yuck, gross. Now the artisan. No, okay. Hey. So if the jester hits a curse, I win. Otherwise, I tie. Basically. I could try and draw on and try and get a necromancer stonemason game that way, but that didn't work. So it didn't particularly matter, but felt like I should take the tie. Yeah, if only I had gotten the duchy on my previous turn, though potentially then that turn would have been real cruddy. So probably I got super lucky to draw on my last turn, of course. I mean, I guess I'm going to open with the crossroads. I think it's probably better than nothing. Probably better than nothing. Not 100 on that actually, but it is the only village. Horde looks, or not Horde. Well, yeah, Horde also, but Quarry looks pretty bad. capitalism potentially quite nice. I mean, I guess I could open Crossroads Capitalism. Play the... I mean, it basically lets you get as many stewards as you want because you can still use artificers and things with them. I mean, it's not quite that safe, but it's pretty close to that safe. Road network will probably be pretty good. I'm going to take an artificer. This will be a steward. I think Jester is fine too. And I don't know about capitalism opening, but I think a Jester opening is totally fine. He follows with the artificer. Hopefully I draw our artificer, but it might be bottom decked here. So he gets double stirred. So that was nice. I can also do double steward. I've never done a capitalism deck like this. That's not true. The other day I rolled a board that was like, I was playing the bots and it was like storyteller and like everything had plus money on it. So it was just the entire engine was playable in the action phase. It also didn't even really matter because I think they were like non-terminals too for the most part. But it was kind of funny. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know anything. Is it worth it to take capitalism now? He's buying a quarry. I find that a little bit strange. Okay, yeah, okay, I see. Never mind. No, I understand. Yeah. I don't know if it's actually that good, but I understand it anyway. Yeah, it's probably worth it. It's probably worth it. The fear here, of course, is that I draw the estate, and then I don't have 5. Otherwise, I would have cycled on, but anyway. Yeah, no, I see the quarry thing now. Need to get more stewards. I can, of course, double steward again. Which would probably be pretty good. So he gets capitalism. He'll probably... I wish I didn't have the crossroads, but whatever. I do need a quarry now. Okay, so I'm gonna win the Stewart split, but be behind on the Corey stuff. Ideal thing here would be the Artificer and Corey and Stewart. Which is not impossible. Hopefully we find the Artificer before the end. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I gotta think this through though. I don't know if I can gain an Artificer. I mean, we probably can actually. Ooh, that's a bad shuffle though. That's a bad shuffle. We can do it. Like, technically we can do it. I discard. The other card's the crossroads. Like, it can discard 5 here and get an Artificer. But it's not worth it. Well, I mean, I am going to get an Artificer, but I'm going to trash. Can also put Corey on top of it. Oh wait, I need to check this. This is Artificer on top. Then if I want to trash, then I don't have enough money. I'm short of dollars. So I'm going to put a Corey on top. Or actually, I'm going to put a Stewart on top. And just buy a Corey. Does that still work? I should check that as well. That will leave me 5. Then I trash 2, which would leave me with 3. Which is enough, right? Okay. I do have this, so I have 6 Stewarts. Which is really good. I don't know who has trashed more. My assumption is me. My goal for this turn I don't want to even play the crossroads. Like, there's no, I'm just going to end up discarding it for something. A rabble would be okay in this deck. 1 rabble, just if you have it at the inner opening hand. Potentially okay. I would like to find the Quarry. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I do find the Quarry, though it's at a pretty sad time. So the question is whether I ought to, I mean, like a double trash would be great if I could pull that off. The finding the quarry obviously would have been nice, so I could have actually gotten something good off my artificer here. I can still do an okay-ish play. I mean, I should be able to get an artificer and a quarry here, one way or the other, right? Either the artificer's cheap or the quarry's cheap. That doesn't really make sense what I just said, but okay. This is, I should be able to empty the artificers here, or get very close to emptying them anyway. No guarantees, but gosh dang it, every time. I'm just gonna have to settle for a few fewer. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's, yeah. Of course, I don't want to trigger this shuffle. I didn't get a trash, which is a little bit sad, but that seems okay. There is a bit of a, the groundskeepers are kind of, there's a little bit of an issue there, isn't there, with the groundskeepers. I don't know how this deck works when you're mixing in this stuff. Like, then do you just switch back to, like, do you just say sometimes, oh, I don't get to play my groundskeepers? Like, is that what? Maybe you only get a couple groundskeepers and just are happy with that. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyway, it looked real solid with having 8 or 9 of the artificers and 6 of the stewards. Anyway, thank you all for watching and listening. Hope you enjoyed it. And I will be playing in the single elimination part of this tournament, so there'll be more of that. See you later.